Appreciate you guys, man. I'm the founder and CEO of BeatStars. My name is Abe Batchon. The sole mission to just empower and just content creators in general to know that there is a world outside of traditional industry to make a living and to have self-determination and financial freedom. We're going to talk to a bunch of guys today on this esteemed panel of professionals.
Taz Taylor, music producer, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm the greatest.
I'm Hutch, The Martians, Martians.com.
Jansen, producer from Los Angeles.
Hey, I'm Anno Domini. I'm the CEO of the multi-platinum Anno Domini Nation music production team and also the CEO of modernproducers.com.
Everything is at our fingertips, and the way that we're consuming music is totally different. Back in the day, we used to listen to an album for literally a year or two, and that CD never left our deck, and we idolized our musicians. We loved them, and now in this digital and social world, we kind of lose some of those relationships. There's only a handful of music producers, out there that are actually generating any decent amount of revenue in the industry. And there's only a handful of artists that are actually doing any numbers. And you guys, you're talking about a new streaming world of fractions and fractions and fractions of a penny. And I've gone to some of the biggest publishers in the world, and they'll tell you that the beat maker, the producer, is at the bottom of the totem pole on getting that fraction of that penny. They're the lowest stakeholder in any song.
I ain't seen one check from no industry placement, no nothing. That's all how it goes. It's a shady game, ain't no one getting paid in this.
The higher up the artist, the more frustrating and the more sort of long the entire process takes. So the more layers there's between you and the artist. And also, unfortunately, it means it just takes longer to get paid.
RZA's people reached out to do a remix of one of the songs they did with his band called Faulkner. It went pretty standard to how I do all my other licenses. They reached out, set a quote for a custom license. It was actually very normal to how I would do any other client. It didn't really feel any different, just the name was the only thing that was the real difference in the process.
There's going to be a lot of sleepless nights thinking about what's happening, what you're doing. How am I going to get my next check? How am I going to make a living doing what I love doing? What are the next steps? What are the other streams? So there's constant uncertainty. Music industry budgets have decreased. And the reason is these guys are killing it on YouTube, right? You guys are killing it on YouTube. Why would I want to go hire an industry producer to get a beat when I can go on YouTube and find a beat that's probably even better in quality and the producer is resonating across a larger scale of an audience? And so the labels are using that against the producers they built the industry with. We're talking $500,000 in the last 30 days sold on BeatStars, and 60 to 70% of that is coming from YouTube.
It's always a struggle starting out. Just gotta stay low key at first, and I just stayed low key, made sure my beats were on point, and then just put everything out everywhere, and this blew up.
Music is all about figuring out ways to have freedom and generating revenue in places that are available to you. And when you're confined in one situation, you're going to have a hard time finding that stability.
These are a lot of producers that I look up to, like Taz Taylor, The Martians, and they're just really cool. They're actually real life stories, kind of telling you how they got to where they did, and they just really want to help you out and really, get your stuff out there.
Getting some myths debunked about what you should and shouldn't do to actually sell beats and how to grow your brand was actually it's so much to pay for, a long story short. I loved it.
I just learned a lot about how to use the YouTube and BeatStars platforms and how to reach a more clientele, I guess you could say.
The main thing that I really loved from this was just, like I said, seeing all these producers that really made it.
Just the YouTube monetization, especially through BeatStars, where they actually help you track your song. That was new to me. I didn't know that they actually did that. So I'll be utilizing my BeatStars account a lot more now.
We believe in you. We know that we could easily not be here, sitting in front of you, telling our story, telling you how the game has changed, where you can literally make a living doing what you love doing. And so we chose to go out and touch the community because the community has been so fragmented for so long. And we feel that if you don't have a sense of community within this sub-segment of music, you really don't have a future. I think we need to come together, especially during this very pivotal moment in how things are changing. And we're still figuring out all this shit together, whether it's price points, how we deliver music, what is the future of collaboration. We all came from the same place. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming out.
But